So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Barcola. Now it's Inzaghi. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Couch. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, good spread. Rafinha. Now, can he find a finish? Impressive. There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Shifted it to the flank. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's there to get it away. There's a searching pass. Oh, he's been flattened there. Lee Kang-in goes short. And now they can clear their lines. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Chiellini. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Inzaghi, nicely spread. Valverde has it out wide and in space. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different.
Decent chance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Chiellini. Now Albert Ferrer. Akanji. And it's Valverde. Rafinha. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. Played out to the left flank. Barcola. Now Fabian Ruiz. Over to the right flank. Barcola. Çalhanoğlu. Valverde. Chiellini. And it's Zielinski. Lee Kang-in. Beraldo. Lee Kang-in. Spread out to the left. Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Marquinhos. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. João Neves. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's picked it up out wide. Rafinha puts... Oh, good play! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Beraldo. Fabian Ruiz. It's a good ball out wide. That's destined for the flank. Fabian Ruiz is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Counts.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Knocks it into space. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, greatly! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. But the defence let themselves down by not picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Cruzeiro are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are back underway.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! And now it's a race for the ball. Valverde with the clearance. Valverde. João Neves. For Calhanoglu. Valverde. Space for him to turn and look. Gonzalo Ramos. And it's in! But that is not going to count.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Calhanoglu driving forward. That has been slung wide. And the shots! Great reaction!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Zielinski. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Terrific save from the keeper.
Counts really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cruzeiro in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Fabian Ruiz. Beraldo. Now Hernandez. Barcola. Akanji calmly anticipates. Valverde. Beraldo. Can he get it through? Barcola. Çalhanoğlu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, that's been intercepted. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substituição em andamento.
And it's Mayulu. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Valverde. Count is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
João Neves. Now it's Count. No, he's seen through all of that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Ramos. Pass is just off target. Rafinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread to the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Mayulu picks it up out wide. Beraldo. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Neves. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Zielinski. Mayulu. Doué. And he's managed to get free. Steaming on goalwards. Shot a goal! And no mistake. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Aos 34 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 14.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Paris Saint-Germain cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Fabian Ruiz. Played out to the left flank. And Kvaratskhelia. Hernandez providing an outlet on that flank. Cruzeiro have opted to make another change here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Camisa 8. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 14. Camisa 6.
Cruzeiro are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Beraldo. Tries to pass it through. No, that was never going to make it.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He has found the way through.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Foram indicados 4 minutos
And
de
that interception
acréscimo.
was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time added on 4 minutes. Rashford. He's found the way through. Beraldo. And it's Ruiz. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Good running, strong. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. We thought they were done, but never say never.
Gol marcado para o Paris Saint-Germain.
He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from this position.
And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Çalhanoğlu taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Cruzeiro certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Senhoras e senhores, observem no telão
That's where we
as
have to end it. From me,
informações do
Peter Drury,
trânsito.
and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it's hard to overlook this man, Ivan Perisic, who plays with a fire in his belly. You know, he likes to play as an out-and-out left winger. His greatest strengths being his work rate and crossing, but he'll do a good shift going backwards too.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That has been knocked clear. And he's in on goal. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's Çalhanoğlu! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Çalhanoğlu is offering a right smile there.
That's a decent clearance. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruzeiro replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Çalhanoğlu, neither side yet able to find the net. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
That's good play from him.
And he's intervened well there. That has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played through for the wide man. Gasiorowski wins the duel this time. Till. Well, that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu to Chiellini. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's managed to get free. Rafinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's looking wide. Perisic. Played in.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Space for him to turn and look. Chiellini. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Zielinski. And it's Neves. Perisic. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Now, can they get him away? Opts to... Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Played out to the left flank. Perisic. Oh, he's played it in low. He's cut it out. João Neves. No, that's been intercepted. Perisic. It's a promising position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gasharovski. Perisic. This is a promising build-up for Perisic. So, a temporary halt to the action. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello attendees,
So neither
this
side
is
yet
a
off the mark.
children's
Yeah,
announcement.
0-0, but definitely
Would
not
the
from the
father
want
or
of
boy
trying.
in a
There's been
yellow
plenty of
t-shirt
industry
kindly
and
make
hard
his
work
way to
as
the
well as some
information
good
centre?
defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Driven in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And it's Perisic. This looks promising, so no flag here. Oh, important interception. Filippo Inzaghi. Now it's Zielinski. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Zielinski. Nicely weighted ball. They continue each to cancel the other out. Well, that's well spotted. Valverde. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. Inzaghi! And he's quick to get rid. Oh, nicely intercepted. Till. Into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Nice looking ball. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. Zielinski. João Neves. Gasharovski. Well, that's well seen too. Probing pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Inzaghi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now, what about a counter-attack? Perisic. Oh, that is a nice touch. That is good alertness. And it's Inzaghi. Over to the right flank. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Perisic. Dest. It's made its way to him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Cruzeiro have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shot! And the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a sharp finish. And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Number 14.
Cruzeiro have broken through. It's 1-0.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
João Neves.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Count. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Count really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cruzeiro, moments now away from seeing this one out. Cruzeiro have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Off the post! And he can clear it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's being urged to shoot. McAllister. And that will be the final act. Cruzeiro have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of reality striking, Peter. One side, through their quality, almost obliged to win it. And like
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Get up there! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Mora. Fofana. And it's Mora. Shifted it to the flank. Ah, such a clever touch. João Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mora, distributed tidily. Now it's Pepe. Oh, it's come loose. Count. For Çalhanoğlu. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruzeiro leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. It's in promising position. Oh, nice touch. And it's Fofana.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good-looking ball. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's run loose here. In towards the back stick. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And that has been cleared. What a throw in. Sainz. Fofana. Oh, sweet feet. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Porto are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Pepe. Looking for the run. Fofana. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Pass somewhat off target. Pepe tries to dink it through. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Akanji is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Rafinha, and that has left him in a heap. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Fofana gets a foot in here. Now it's Pepe. Can he get it through? Goul gets flagged offside. Calhanoglu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Neves. Rafinha has it out wide and in space. Stood up well to him there. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Pepe. Fofana.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Calhanoglu. It's a good ball out wide. Rafinha. It's a pretty loose pass. Rafinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fofana. And it's Fofana. Pepe. Real chance! And he's following up! And that's a good finish. Porto are level. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Camisa 27.
Porto restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely spread. Now it's Rafinha. Now, can they get him away? João Neves puts a cross in. And they're quick to get it back. A header! And it's come back out to him. He's getting it all right! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
is all they have time for. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Cruzeiro leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. So straight into the second half. Fofana, he's had it taken off him. Fofana really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And it's Pepe. Fofana. Lovely bit of skill. Fofana proves just a little bit too strong. Fofana receives it in a good... And the finish! Counts looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Thiago Silva concedes a free kick for that. Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
João Neves certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Filippo Inzaghi being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine...
It's Couch! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Couch actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
And he's forced to go back. Tripic. Now Mora. Rafinha. Looking to play him in. And this is Inzaghi. And he thumps it clear. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Over to the right flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Neves. Rafinha. Looking for options, for movement. Out of play for a goal kick. Mora. Sainz. Fofana. And it's Mora. Head out towards the right wing. Now it's Pepe. That is lovely. Plays it across.
Porto really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's had it nicked away.
Cruzeiro surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Saints picks it up out wide. Moura providing an outlet on that flank. And he's there to clear it. And it's Varela. Now who's going to be first to this? Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And a truly agonising miss.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, camisa 22. Substituição.
Chiellini. Now Albert Ferrer. Akanji. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Fernandez. Now it's Couch. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Into the last 5 minutes. Fernandez. Cruzeiro moments now away from seeing this one out.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Lobbed in behind. And now they can clear their lines.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Saints. And it's Varela. It's Fofana. And it's Agahawa. And that's that. Cruzeiro can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Filippo Inzaghi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Inzaghi, and this is Couch. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flex.
Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Caicedo. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
So we're still where we started right now. Now Albert Ferrer, Akanji, and it's Valverde. João Neves, and he's picked it up out wide. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Hato did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Chelsea really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
It's a really well-measured ball. No way through. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. It's a good run down the right. Rafinha puts a cross in. Santos. Gusto. Santos. Played towards the other side. And Cucurella. Santos. And it's Fernandes. Valverde calmly anticipates. It's Albert Ferrer. Zielinski. And this is Count. Over to the right flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared without hesitation. Palmer is there, and he can get that clear. That looks a decent ball. Rafinha. Jurgensen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Gusto. And it's Palmer. Fernandes. Caicedo. Can he get on the end of this? Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's João Pedro. That's an errant pass. Calhanoglu. Albert Ferrer. Akanji. And it's Valverde. Rafinha. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's going for goal! Fernandes. And Caicedo. Santos. And it's Gusto. And Caicedo. And it's Gusto. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
brings. We inform you that today's match day programmes are available from stands located by the
I wouldn't say it was the most
I'm sure they will make fine
Peter,
souvenirs.
but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
So we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Count. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, good spread. Not where it came from. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cucurella. Valverde. Albert Ferrer. It's a lovely, neat pass. Played out towards the right wing. Filippo Inzaghi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a promising position. Spread to the right. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
So no flag here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Palmer. Looking for the run. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Caicedo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a really well-measured ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Santos. Zielinski. And it's Inzaghi. Over to the right flank. Colwill. And it's Cucurella. And Fernandes. Oh, red. Nice interception. Count. Santos. Palmer has it out wide and in space. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now it's Fernandes. And it's Zielinski. João Neves stood up well to him there. João Pedro played out towards the right wing. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Palmer. And he plays one through. And he can thump it away. Chelsea choosing to make the first change.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Number 20, João Pedro. Number 8, Fernandes.
He's found a way through.
Number 17, coming on the field.
Chelsea really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 45, Navia.
João Neves. Oh, good spread. And it's Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Garnacho. Palmer. He's looking wide. Cucurella. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. João Neves. He's in plenty of space here. Showing good feet. Rafinha! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitutions taking place.
So here comes a substitution.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
That's destined for the flank, and it's Cucurella. Who played through for the wide man. Select! Not a bad try by any means. Lavia. Spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. Caicedo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Filippo Inzaghi. The final seconds now. And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Threads one in. Kokchu providing an outlet on that flank.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Chiellini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's had it nicked away. Raul. Kubo. Oh, some astute defending there. Now it's Kaut. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Kokchu. Spread to the right. Raul. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cruzeiro, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Minamino. Albert Ferrer. It's headed upfield. Japan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers.
Oh, shooting chance! And that was struck with genuine force. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Kubo! Kubo goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good spread. Raul in the hunt and looking threatening. Chiellini looking for the run. It's a promising position. He's having a is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he knew every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Camisa 5.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That is good alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Aims beyond the defence.
Cruzeiro really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Kubo. And it's Kubo. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? De Gea claims comfortably. Calhanoglu. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Counts stood his ground strongly. Kirkchu. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Cruzeiro come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Cruzeiro can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Gets us going once more.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And it's Minamino. There they go, hunting in packs. Calhanoglu does really well to win the ball there. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Mitoma. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Raul, played out towards the right wing. Doan. Endo. Can he get on the end of this? Wants to go back. Wants to go. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, we'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Kirkchu needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Count, and it's made its way to him. Mitoma. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, a Droll. Looking for options for movement. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Well played and well cleared. Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Delivered low. Defending of the desperate variety. Ups for safety. It's a really well-measured ball. This is good pressing, they're not short on body. Oh, great leap! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Teremos uma substituição.
Played down the flank. Now it's Doan. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. Cross needs to be good. Albert Ferrer. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Tonali. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. You can run onto that. He was under real pressure there. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played back into the centre. Oh, well played.
Japan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Kukcu. Count will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And a chance! And yes, it's there! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's going wide left. Can he get away here? Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. And he was alert to it.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. He's in a great position here. And there goes the final whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Couch voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Agradecemos a colaboração.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
The stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
And he was alert to it. Akanji, Kukçu, and it's Çalhanoğlu. Now Albert Ferrer, Raul, and it's Çalhanoğlu. It's Albert Ferrer. Çalhanoğlu played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Spread out to the left. Kukçu finding himself in space. And that has been cleared. Cruzeiro have got it back and they'll have another go.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Tonali. Now Albert Ferrer. Raul. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
This is the time you need that pace.
Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Akanji attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Tonali. Now it's Inzaghi. Can he get it through? Tonali gets flagged offside.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Up towards the flank. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Tonali played out towards the right wing. Solomon. Here's the return pass. That's Cookte to the danger. Couch. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's a sharp pass.
Israel definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Couch. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Çalhanoğlu. Chiellini. Couch. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Albert Ferrer. Raul. Raul carries the ball down the right. Now Albert Ferrer. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Solomon. Chiellini gets it clear. That's a throw. Lovely feet. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Chiellini. And it's Kukçu. Raul looking to receive it in space. Solomon. That'll be a throw.
There will be 1 minute added
Here's
time.
Solomon. Very nicely done. Nicely weighted ball. Now the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick reminder
What have we
today
learned from
to
the first
please take
45
all
minutes?
bidders to be
Well, simply
located
put,
by the
Peter, they
entrance
haven't
gates.
been good
Thank
enough
you
to
very
trouble
much
the
for your
opposition.
cooperation.
They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Chiellini. Akanji. And it's Kaut. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Kaut. Kaut! Spectacular save! Really well cleared. Looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Tonali needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. To Çalhanoğlu. Raul gives it back.
They're really getting no time to...
It's Inzaghi! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Çalhanoğlu gathers from the goal kick. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Raul. Chance here to counter. Looking for the run. And this is indeed... He's had a shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the top.
Inzaghi! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a sweeping cross. And he can thump it away. And he can clear it away. Solomon. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is lovely.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision. Israel really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Raul, he's picked his way through. Corner.
Substitution for Israel.
Number 21, number 15, number 11. Coming on the field, number 7, number 9, number 14.
Cleared without
Substitution in
hesitation. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Israel have the chance to go the other way. Cruzeiro are still in search of that breakthrough goal.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Tonali producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Cruzeiro have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Cruzeiro now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Knocks it into space. Solomon in acres of space out wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Counts taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Akanji calmly anticipates. Raul. And here's Counts. And that should get the job done. Counts! Counts! That is superb!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good. Very good.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Cruzeiro gain their reward with an early goal. Oh, some astute defending there. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. Well, the next couple of hours or so will be critical in deciding their ultimate fate. Having made their intentions clear at the start of all this, now they have the chance to make it happen. It is all eyes forward and full steam ahead. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. They're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. in many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rice. Nicely worked. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Just eases him off the ball. Chiellini. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Yehi. Neymar. Looking for the run. Ooh, can he get onto this? No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Tonali is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Totti. He's ended up in no man's land. And here's Totti. Well timed, excellent interception. De Gea sends that a long way. Now it's Totti. Tries to thread one through. Tonali. Nicely aimed pass. That is lovely. He's having a pop! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Çalhanoğlu does really well to win the ball there. Osimhen. Had it nicked away. Neymar, and he's intervened well there. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Yehi.
Iran couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Tonali can see things, others simply cannot. Knocks it into space. That's a dangerous ball. That was very necessary. There's Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in. Garcia claims it without any fuss. Neymar. The most accurate pass. Back to the keeper. David De Gea. Dominance, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Gets a good foot in there. Searching pass he's played there. Tonali. Kukçu. Quality ball. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Drogba clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That has not gone well. Now it's Yamal. That's been cut out, well played.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Kukçu. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the one to try. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So, at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So, into the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Can he get on the end of this? It's a nicely shaped ball. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's found a way through! Produces a cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Kimmich.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal. Kukçu. And he's only too happy to take that back. Yamal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Yamal. Gehi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. It's Totti!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 11. Neymar.
Cross in, looks like a good one.
Camisa 10. Camisa 5. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Camisa
Somewhat off
17.
target.
Substituição em andamento.
Tonali. And it's Inzaghi. Now this could be a chance. Cruzeiro have it back and can go again. Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Maradona. Cruzeiro needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Lovely, now then. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cruzeiro with the corner, there first. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, he's having a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And he was quick to react. Cruzeiro are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Floated through, and he cuts out the supply.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Kimmich with the short one. Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Ferran Torres. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Incoming delivery.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
It's a pretty loose. Great chance! And it's been has another go! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro.
Time for
Camisa
a change of
20.
personnel.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada
Correa.
de camisa 39.
Well,
Camisa
that might be
8.
that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's managed to get free. He's got a what shapes to shoot! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Zielinski.
Cruzeiro are stuck in central station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they care to look.
That's going across goal.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Here comes the corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Albert Ferrer. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Substituição no time do Cruzeiro. Camisa 15. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 14. Teremos uma substituição.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That pass isn't the best. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Stood up well to him there. He's on it, can he get away? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's a sharp little ball here. Deftly away. Referee's given a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Bruno Guimaraes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Inzaghi looking to play it into the box. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Spread out to the left. Tries to pass it through. He's had it taken off him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. he's managed to gift it back. Vicious ball here. And he's being shifted off it. Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes? And we're off for the final time. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. That's going right the way across. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Juve. And the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A breakthrough! So late in the day!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
They have what they wanted. Takes a shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Kohler clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Time and again they are repelled. It's a searching pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And nicely intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely spread. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That has been cut short. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours.
Deixa eu zoar um Insta aqui. Pelo menos Naro não é drão. Taxinha Wzinha e não usa IA e não joga no chutão. Até 2026 a fome vai acabar com a fome. Como todo Winston, ou tá mentindo ou tá roubando. Cara usa IA e joga no chutão e pega a primeira divisão, sendo ruim de jeito. Cara, como é que você coloca algo relacionado a Deus no seu perfil e é de um partido das trevas? Pesquisa aí que você vai saber. Ou você é criança ou você é velho. Se você for criança, tem jeito. Se for velho, não.